to you from the Credo Mutwa Cultural Village in Soweto. A warm welcome to the Art Bulletin and thank you for staying with Morning Live. R&B star Brian Temba is one of the names associated with Broadway musical The Lion King. Disney's official casting agent in South Africa, Word of Mouth Pictures, recently held auditions in Durban and Johannesburg.
The Lion King is the longest running Broadway show right now, and it has a number of South African songs. It's actually got a very strong African and South African inflection within it. And Lebu M, who wrote some of the music, insisted that there should be South Africans in every production. There's about 10 productions going on at various places in the world right now. So slots open up, and we do need to replace other people. So it depends on the slot, it depends on the character, it depends on a variety of things. So there's Lion King productions all over the world. So we look for South African talents to send to all those productions.
It has already won the Audience Award for Best Feature at 3 international film festivals. That's the latest South African film, The Forgotten Kingdom, featuring Zenzo Ngcobe, Jerry Mufokeng and Nozipho Nkelemba.
According to the film website, The Forgotten Kingdom tells the story of Atang, who leaves the hustle of Johannesburg to return to his ancestral land of Lesotho, where he must bury his estranged father in the remote mountainous village where he was born. Stirred by memories of his youth, he falls in love with his childhood friend Dineo, now a radiant young school teacher. Through her, Atang is drawn towards the mystical beauty and hardships of the people and the land he had forgotten. The Forgotten Kingdom is written and directed by Andrew Marge and produced by T.R. Boyce Jr., Peter Lombard, Cecil Matlow and Andrew Marge. It's still unclear when the flick will hit the South African big screens.
Essence of Ireland tells the story of love, joy, happiness and heartache. The tale is a celebration of all things Irish, taking audiences on a roller coaster ride of emotions.
It's based on immigration from Ireland in the 20th century, and it's a love story based on Sean Dempsey and Cora McGowan who fall in love in their late teens. And it's about the people that have moved away but have never left their country, their heritage.
We just want to bring that sort of happiness, that crack as we call it, the fun, this whole vibe of Ireland, and take it out on the road and let people see what Ireland is all about. Just have a great time and let people into an insight into our culture.
We recently caught up with the African Passion at the Soweto Theatre during its national tour. The musical stage production has been as far as Mafikeng, Port Elizabeth and Cape Town. Now it continues in the Banana City from the 24th of this month.
The Durban Christian Centre will be home to the African Passion for 5 days as from Wednesday. The theatre work is an infusion of original and innovative gospel-inspired songs. About 100 voices take turns on stage as African Passion makes its way back to Durban from a national tour. This work features a cast, strong local choirs everywhere it stages. It runs in Mayville and comes to an end on the 28th of April.
Arts practitioners, organizations and other interested parties are invited to a very crucial gathering on the state of arts funding. Tomorrow's discussion will bring together a heavyweight panel that will lead the discussion on private and public funding challenges in South Africa.
The state has not been funding the arts effectively. And when I say effectively, it's not just about the funding available and the amount of funding. It's the way in which that funding gets dispersed. It's not good enough to say that there's a lot of money available. It's like saying there's a lot of food in the pot. But sometimes people dish up too much for themselves and the wrong people get it. So we really need to have a structural discussion. And this is the first of a range of discussions by the Arterial Network.
One of the most high-spirited and irreverent new voices to come out of post-apartheid South Africa. That's how the New York Times describes Nick Mhlongo. The Dog Eat Dog and After Tears author will launch his new work titled Way Back Home at Sakumzi Restaurant in Soweto on Friday.
In both two books, Dog Eat Dog and After Tears, they were written in a first-person narrative. Everybody thought it was me. And then in this one, I've written in a third-person narrative, which was hard. It was an experimental, but it worked quite well, actually. So the pressure, I'm glad it's off me at the moment, and the book is brilliant, and I know that people will enjoy it. The venue is at Sakumzi. It's in Vilakazi Street. Is on the 26th of April on Friday at 6 p.m. There's a very, very beautiful restaurant there which can accommodate you all, so please be there.
Following its success in Indonesia last year, What is Poetry kicks off on our shores today under the title A Celebration of Language. The Poetry Festival brings together poets from South Africa, China, Indonesia and many other countries.
The What is Poetry Festival is happening from the Sunday on the 21st to the 5th of May. And we do invite South African and a lot of international poets to discuss issues of poetry, issues of language, discuss their work together. And new here in South Africa, it's also we try to have an interdisciplinary approach. And we invite visual artists, pianists, urban activists and different artists to discuss their language of arts and also engage with the poets. The idea was born 2 years ago, and the first festival happened last year, 2012, in May in Indonesia, where we were about 30 poets traveling throughout Java, which was a unique experience.
The ever-growing and very popular 99% Zulu Comedy Festival is still making its way around the country. This time it hits the Durban Playhouse Company with 10 comedians on Thursday and Friday.
Durban's finest comedians and some of Joburg's newbies will be shaking up the Playhouse in the city centre with their jokes. On Thursday, it's the 99% Zulu Comedy Show, which is certainly not for under 18s. Friday sees the cleaner version of the previous day with different funny men, and that is titled Hallelujah Comedy. It's a long list of comedians ranging from some well-knowns and up-and-comings.
And that's all the art news we have for you from the Credo Mutwa Cultural Village in Soweto. The Department of Arts and Culture's website has more information on the village that includes contact details and directions. If you'd like to keep in touch with us, we're at morninglive@sabc.co.za. If you'd like to see this bulletin again, you can always check it out on our Facebook page. The address is The Art Bulletin and in brackets, Morning Live. Our Twitter handle is simply @The Art Bulletin. Until next weekend, it's a goodbye from us.